Hey everyone, it's Maple, and today I am going to be sharing my experiences of reading and writing in the past year, in 2021, a little bit in 2020, but mostly 2021, and my goals for this year. So, first off, in my last video, I talked about all the books I read in 2021, and I read a lot of books. I was doing really fast reading at the beginning of the year, and then I kind of stopped reading for a while because I was hyper-focused on TV shows, a whole bunch of different ones. And then I got back into reading and writing, and then I, was also hyper-focused on writing, so I was taking, more time writing than I was reading. So, yeah. But I loved reading everything I did read in 2021. So my writing for 2021. So back in 2020, in November, I had started writing a book. And total, I only wrote about 50 pages of it. I mean, nothing made any sense. I wrote 3-4 times in the first half of 2021 of that book, and I only wrote 50 pages. Nothing made sense. The characters didn't make sense, the world didn't make sense, the plot didn't make sense, the magic system made no sense. Nothing made sense. So I ended up scrapping that and watched way too much TV. And then in August, I started planning. I'll be right back. I'll go grab my... Okay, so I'm back. So in this notebook, I have a whole bunch of stuff from the first drafts, of outlining. So this book went through so many different stages in the outlining. So we had the original idea where it was there's a girl with fire powers. And then all the other characters used rune magic. I had all these runes drawn out, but then it evolved into there's two people that have magic, twins, Ellery and Everett, fire, water, and then it changed so that there was 6 of them, and I was and they were all sort of opposites, and I was what's the opposite of teleportation? I didn't know. So, eventually, the outlining came to what it did in the draft that I wrote, where it was all, okay, yes, everyone has magic. There's just a few different types, but there's no rune magic anymore. No rune magic. Yeah. I tried to tie it into this story that I wrote in English at the end of last school year. In June, I wrote this story that had a painting that went with it, and it was Arctic foxes and keys, magical keys. It was weird. So that was tied into the original part of the world building for the original idea, but because that was going to have a lot more, I make a mythology for this. But that changed a whole lot, and now the story is more what it is now. I also have a whole bunch of world building that I still kind of use a bit when I'm doing this. But I do have more world building somewhere else that isn't in this notebook. I also have a bunch of tropes in it, in the series itself, because it's supposed to be 6 books long. So, on September 18th, that was when I finished outlining the book, and then I started writing. So, I did write for 2 months. I finished it by the end of November, the first draft. And then I took a month to do a rough edit of everything. I finished that rough edit on the 31st of December. And then I sent it off to my 2 editors, which is just my friend and my teacher. That's just my editors. I also have a cover artist who is someone I know in person that is going to do cover art once they get to read the book, when it's more done. But that was the writing stuff that I got accomplished in 2021, which is very exciting. I'm very excited that I got that all accomplished. And I've been going over the few edits. In the beginning of 2022, I've been going over the few edits that my friend has given me. My teacher hasn't given any edits yet, but I've been going over the few edits that my friend has given me and applying the ones, and I still need to figure out how to apply some of them, a couple of them, so yeah. I also originally wanted to make like 2 series. Like I have 1 series and then I have a 2nd gen series, but I don't think I'm going to do the 2nd gen series anymore. Yeah. But I do have all 6 books named. I'm not going to read them out for obvious reasons, so that no one steals my ideas. But I will be keeping you guys updated on this book stuff and my reading. So, I also did just finish reading a book last night, as of when I made this video, probably like almost a week ago for when I upload this. But yeah. And then part 2 of this video is goals. So, part 2 of the video. So, my goals for 2022 in writing are to publish the first book in my series, possibly by the end of like June or something, but hopefully by the very end of the year at least, like at the longest. And then goals for reading are to finish reading City Spies, because I just finished the first book and there's only currently 2 books. Read the Lunar Chronicles. Basically read everything I have on my TBR, which does not end. I also currently added starlings to that the other day, just possibly to roast it on my YouTube channel. And another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to reread all the Keeper of the Lost Cities books in the second half of the year, because the next one's supposed to be coming out in the fall, which I'm very excited for. And that's pretty much my goals for that. My goals for life this year are to maybe be a little more social with people I don't normally talk to. Like, I have a select group of friends, people that I talk to. I don't know if it's because, like, I don't have anxiety. I'm just not good at talking to people. Being ADHD and autistic, I can just be very head-on, and that can overwhelm people, or I just don't know what to say. I don't know social cues. I have like 0 social skills at all. So I'm hoping to get better at that and try and stop reading from affecting my mental health, because that is something that happens. But I think that's the end of this video. And if you liked it, please comment, like, and subscribe. Maple out.